Saints and the Atlanta Falcons.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 43.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
52's the mic right here on the left, right? 52's the mic.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Past the 20. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now, Emmanuel Sanders now with the Saints, but he was a member of these 49ers last year for the second half of the season during their run to Super Bowl 54. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
New Orleans.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Saints.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
After the turnover, here's Murray rolling to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints, nothing.
Here's Swift, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Dalton Keene with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. DeAndre Carter returning it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that's complete to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Go, go, go. 56 to Mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 13-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for circle round trust.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check it.
Throwing again. Murray. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
By the Saints.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
Jacobs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Saints on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 4th down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
6-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
He was brought down by
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Ball carrier.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Who that? Sure. 6 right there, 56. Check tight.
Murray now to throw. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
At the Saints' 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. 56. Mike.
From the gun, Murray. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Murray flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
And incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On On 1st and 10, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, G, get off the field. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Big Ace. Watch the slant. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check. Big Ace. Check. Watch the twist.
To throw again on second down. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down.
That's good.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. DeAndre Swift with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll try to run with Swift. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Saints 10. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leader...
And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Well, a good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Damon Harrison able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now, pass complete here to Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
To Emmanuel Sanders.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
Brought down at
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 4, check 4. Kick. Hey, turn it up.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Rodgers.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
Leads to
that means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the...
And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
intercepted.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So time runs out. It's a victory.